There's a new message flooding South African phones, making its way through WhatsApp groups, Facebook posts, and even voice notes from trusted contacts. It promises a brand new R800 grant from SASSA, supposedly available right now, just a click away. Thousands have seen it. Many have applied. But here's the big question, is it real, or is it just another scam? Today, we are digging deep to uncover the truth behind the so-called R800 SASSA grant. Is this a legitimate financial opportunity from the South African government? Or is it a dangerous trap designed to exploit the poor and vulnerable during tough economic times? Welcome back to the channel, where we bring you urgent updates, government news, and real facts that impact everyday South Africans. And if you or someone you love relies on SASSA grants, especially the SRD, old age, disability, or child support grants, this story could save you from becoming the next victim of a widespread digital scam. It all started with a forwarded message. You've probably seen one yourself. A simple post saying, "Good news. SASSA is giving R800 for a limited time. Register here with your ID number." Harmless at first glance. In fact, many people thought this was just a new top-up to the current R370 SRD grant, or maybe a special subsidy ahead of the elections. But the message spread like wildfire. In just days, it was being shared in rural towns, urban communities, schools, and churches. Some versions of the message even included a fake link that looked strikingly similar to a government portal. Others had voice notes claiming this grant was only for the first 100,000 applicants, adding pressure for people to act fast. What followed was even more disturbing. People began sharing screenshots of what appeared to be a registration form asking for their ID number, home address, and banking details. One woman even claimed she had already received R800 in her account, though no evidence could confirm this. The story gained traction. But was it too good to be true? To understand the legitimacy of this so-called R800 grant, we need to step back and look at how SASSA, the South African Social Security Agency, actually operates. SASSA is responsible for administering all social grants, including the child support grant, the old age pension, disability grant, and most recently, the Social Relief of Distress (SRD) grant, now increased to R370. Any new grant that SASSA introduces must go through several official stages. First, it's typically debated in Parliament or included in budget discussions by the Department of Social Development. Next, it's announced publicly, either by the Minister, the President, or through verified government channels. After that, the rollout is carefully managed via SASSA's official website or linked through gov.za domains. So far, none of that has happened for the R800 grant. There has been no parliamentary announcement. No mention on official SASSA websites. No government gazette. That, alone, is the first red flag. If it's not announced through proper channels, can we trust the information being shared? Digging deeper, it becomes clear that this so-called grant fits the pattern of a classic digital scam. Here's how these scams usually work. Fraudsters design a fake website that closely resembles SASSA's official site. They use stolen logos, similar fonts, and familiar green and yellow branding. Then, they send out links disguised as government portals. These links ask users to enter personal details, everything from your ID number and cell phone to your home address and bank account information. Once they have this information, it's game over. Scammers use your data to apply for loans, commit fraud, or even lock you out of your actual SASSA account. Some people have discovered unauthorized debts or lost their ability to access real grants because their information was compromised. Even worse, some scam sites ask users to confirm their registration by paying a small fee, often R10 or R20. This small payment is just bait, and once made, the victim may receive nothing in return. Not the grant. Not even a follow-up. The answer is brutally simple, because times are tough. Food prices are up. Jobs are scarce. Fuel is expensive. Electricity is unstable. The cost of living crisis is hitting hard, and for many families, even an extra R800 could mean 2 weeks of food, medicine, or school transport for their children. Scammers know this. They prey on people's desperation. They craft emotionally manipulative messages: don't miss your R800 grant. Hurry before it's too late. Register now and share with 5 friends. These lines create a sense of urgency, community, and false trust. Some even include fake testimonials. Photos of so-called beneficiaries holding ATM receipts. Quotes like, "Thank you SASSA, I received mine yesterday." But these are often stolen images or AI-generated profiles, completely fabricated to build credibility and trap more victims. Now let's talk about what SASSA has actually said. SASSA has made it clear, they are not running any new R800 grant program at this time. In official statements released through press briefings and social media, SASSA has warned citizens not to trust any unofficial messages or suspicious websites. They've advised all grant applicants to only use their secure government domains, those ending in .gov.za, and to report suspicious links or scams immediately. They also reminded the public that SASSA will never ask for money in exchange for processing a grant. The process is free. Always has been. Always will be. So any request for a registration fee should be considered an instant red flag. This confirms what many suspected: the messages going around are not linked to any real SASSA announcement, at least, not yet. While no official R800 grant exists right now, that doesn't mean there never will be one. In fact, several government officials, including members of the Department of Social Development, have discussed increasing the SRD grant, possibly to amounts between R500 and R800, depending on future economic growth and budget availability. There have also been discussions about pilot projects in some provinces, where NGOs and municipalities partner to give temporary relief payments or food vouchers to struggling families. These often involve cash transfers in the range of R500 or 1,000, sometimes administered from SASSA offices. That's where the confusion begins. Some citizens see these payments and believe they are part of a larger, national grant, when in fact, they're limited to specific communities or funded privately. Could that be what people are hearing about? Possibly. But unless it's been formally announced, it should still be approached with caution. At this point, you may be wondering, how can I avoid being scammed in the future? The truth is, the best protection is knowledge and verification. Never trust information that comes from social media alone. Always verify with SASSA directly through their call center, official Twitter or Facebook page, or by visiting a SASSA office near you. If a message urges you to act urgently, threatens that a payment will expire, or asks you to pay a fee, delete it. If you're unsure about a link, don't click it. Type in the official website yourself, www.sassa.gov.za. And most importantly, help others around you, especially elders, people with limited internet access, or those who may not understand how these scams work. Share verified information with them. Send them videos like this one. Together, we can reduce the number of people falling for these traps. Let's take a moment to recognize the human cost of this scam. It's not just about data theft. It's not just about losing R20. It's about broken hope. When a mother believes she's about to get R800 and tells her children there will be food tomorrow, and then nothing comes, it crushes her. When a pensioner gives their ID number to what they think is SASSA and later finds their account compromised, it terrifies them. For many, the emotional toll is heavier than the financial loss. That's why we must take these scams seriously and hold those behind them accountable. No one should profit from the desperation of the poor. This situation has also revealed serious weaknesses in how digital information is handled in South Africa. The government must invest more in public education campaigns. People need to be taught how to spot fake websites, how to verify information, and how to report fraud quickly. SASSA must also improve their outreach. That means more SMS alerts, radio announcements, and local events to share the truth. And most importantly, cybercrime units must track down the individuals behind these scams and make examples of them. As of now, the so-called R800 SASSA grant is not real. It is not officially recognized, not part of any government announcement, and not listed on any verified website. In its current form, it is a scam designed to steal your personal information and possibly your money. But we also know this: South Africa needs more support for its people. Whether through an R800 grant or a better version of the SRD, the people deserve more. We can only hope that by raising awareness, speaking truth to power, and protecting each other, we move one step closer to real change. Thank you for watching this in-depth report on the R800 grant claim. If you found this information helpful, do us a favor, like this video, leave a comment below sharing your experience, and most importantly, share this with your family and community.